Hi guys, I am back with a new makeup tutorial today. Today we're going to be using the Brown Sugar Karreuche ColourPop collab pressed eyeshadow palettes and the cream lipstick, one of the cream lipsticks, I should say, from that same collab. Today's look is inspired by Lisa Bonet and Bank Robber. Anyways, let's get started. We are first going to put a little translucent powder under our eyes in case any of the shadow falls. I haven't noticed any fall down with this shadow, but just in case, we will have this powder here to catch it. It's also going to brighten our under eyes by placing the shadow here. All right, so our first step, we're actually going to be using a MAC cream shadow. If you want to just use the Brown Sugar collection, you can use the brown gel liner in the same way. But I don't have, like I said, I don't have that with me. So I'm gonna use MAC's Groundwork Pro Paint Pot. We're just gonna put that on the lid. I'm now gonna take a Real Techniques Deluxe concealer brush. We're just gonna blend that cream shadow into our crease. Okay, we are now going to take, oh, by the way, the first brush I used was a Bdellium Tools flat brush. I will give you the exact number in the caption. I said that weird, but anyways, on to the next thing. Time to take out our eyeshadow palette. The first color we're going to be using is Sorrel, and we are going to put that, can you guys see that? I want you to get a good idea of the colors I'm using, obviously. Tap any excess off, and we're going to put that on the lid too. Once we have applied Sorrel to both lids, we are going to go back in with our blending brush and blend that right out. Okay, so the next color we're going to be putting on is Jamocha. We're going to be putting that in the crease. This is a Bdellium Tools blending brush. It's the one that I always use. Oh, and the brush before that I'm using for my lid is a Real Techniques brush. So we're gonna put that in our crease. Back with our Real Techniques brush, and we're gonna blend Jamocha right out. So you guys, we're gonna be layering, we already are layering a lot of shadows. And the reason for that is, I guess you could say, this technique of layering is kind of analogous to that of layering flavors in cooking. You know, you start with your oil in the pan, then you put your garlic, your onion, you layer the flavors, and then by the end of it, your dish tastes really flavorful. But if you throw it in all at once, it's not gonna taste as good. By the way, I'm a super beginner cooker, but I do know that. But makeup's the same thing. We have to layer the colors to make the look rich and just make everything look seamless. If you just kind of are sloppy with it and just throw maybe one color on or two color on and don't take a lot of time to layer them, blend them, you are not gonna have a perfected look. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so back to it. We're gonna take chalk, same brush. We're gonna put that in our lid now too. We are going to take a bit of henna, same brush, and we're just gonna put that though in our corners, and we're gonna blend that out super well. Cause this look on Lisa Bonet in the movie, it's pretty dark. It's probably more black on the eyes than I'm doing, but I think we can still get a similar look with the colors I'm using. But let's just throw some black shadow in there. So we gotta blend that out really well. But putting that in the corners is what's gonna give it that really smoky look. So if you guys ever feel like you have messed up your shadow, maybe taking it out too far, you can take a little concealer, put that on your finger, place it wherever it is that the shadow isn't supposed to be. And, sorry, I was looking in the mirror. And then take your blending brush and just blend it out, and it should go away. That's what I just did. I was kind of just like reenacting it for you guys. But I just wanted to show you guys that step because I know that that's important. Because when you're working with dark colors, you might make mistakes like that, but they're easily corrected. Alrighty, so back to our palette. We are now gonna take a liner brush. I think this is called the Definer brush by Real Techniques. We're gonna take chalk. We're gonna put that on our lower lash line. We are then gonna take henna and put that over that. With that same brush, we're gonna take henna and put it on the top lash line. I'm now gonna take a liner, a black liner. This is Tarte's Sex Kitten liner. And I'm gonna put that in my top waterline and bottom waterline. So I applied that liner on the top and the bottom. I'm now gonna take my liner definer brush. I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit, smudge it out. So in makeup, we often go back to previous steps if, you know, we feel it needs a little extra enhancing, or maybe we rubbed a little bit of it off doing another step. So I'm gonna go back in with my shadow brush, and I'm gonna just put a little more henna in the corners there. Blend that right out. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My boyfriend is downstairs making French fries. I'm very excited to eat them once I'm done with this video. This next step is optional, but if you want to highlight your brow bone a little bit, which I typically do, I usually take a more like shimmery champagne-y color, but I'm gonna take Chai, because this look is completely matte. We're not using any shimmers. So we're gonna take Chai, which is a nude color, and we're gonna put that right in our brow bone, just to give that a little lift. Alrighty, now let's do some mascara. First, let's curl our lashes. Oh, got my skin. I might have to do this off camera. Yeah, I'll be back. All right, so I curled my lashes and applied my mascara. I may have gotten a little mascara underneath my eyes. We will see how much is removed when I remove my powder, which is the next step. So take a big fluffy brush. Sorry, I'm super in the zone. I really want those French fries, so I'm going a little fast. But I shouldn't be. I should be taking my time. But actually, it looks pretty good. If you do have any extra, you know, if any of the shadow did fall down, you can take a Q-tip, or the mascara, you can take a Q-tip and wipe it off. And you can also reapply some concealer. Okay. So those are some dark eyes. Can you guys see them pretty well? Whenever I do a look like this, my boyfriend always calls me mapache, which means raccoon in Spanish. He usually actually says that to me when I've taken all my makeup off, because I always still have like black in my inner waterline. Like, it's so hard for me to get all my makeup off when I do a smoky eye, the black especially. My trick though is I use coconut oil as a makeup remover, and that really does get most of it off, but it still takes me like 2 days. But anyways, okay, we are on to the lip. We have Brick here. This is a little bit redder than, I don't know if you guys can see that, than the color that is on Lisa Bonet in the movie. Hers is really just a deep brown. I would say the color Cinnamon from this collection is probably a little closer to what color Lisa's wearing, but Lisa Bonet. But this is what I have, and I think it's gonna be pretty. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I didn't even intend to, but I feel like my lipstick matches my dress. rather perfectly. Unfortunately, I am taking off my makeup right after this video. If I had plans to go somewhere, this would have worked out really well. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun learning this look. Maybe you'll recreate it. I would love to see that. And thank you so much. I will see you next time.